Okay, so this week, this is feedback for your questions. I will put together TSS font TSS 6 because you're all gonna learn it. So, what's a question? How to get export in TD? To open export, we have three way at least. Yeah. So I waited my TD open. Okay, I open my TD. So one way of the open exports, I go to dialogues and I can open export and that. And here you see also I can press Alt K plus T. So I open from the dialogues or I just press Alt T. It's open also. So you can see here we have shortcuts, right? If you forget, you go dialogues, export that, okay, open. Another way, we always can split the screen or even like this, and we can choose here to export and that. And we also can use it Alt 9. So I can use, right? So now I have my export opened here. This is first one. It's this first. It's more comfortable like this. Why we need type by one? Okay, when we work in export, we work in the interpreter mode. So I cannot, I need to write one by one. So I can write print one, it's print one, but if I wanna loop, I need to write for I in range from 0 to 5. And you see now it's when I press enter, it see that I start for loop, so it line does not close, but I still need to do ident. I can write print I multiply by I, and I press it, and I press shift enter. Shift enter will finish the line. So now you see 0 1 1 1 by 1 1, 2 by 2 4, 3 by 3 9. So when we work in export, we need to write one by one, line by line. If I use this one, I can write for E in range 0 10 tabulation print I multiply by I. Okay, after I save, I clean the export, and now when I press run script, it's run, because when I press run script, it run all lines inside of this text file, the same one by one. But when we directly write in export, we need to write it one by one. For example, if I copy this, Command C, and I try to enter here, sometimes it can be error. Not in this case, it's very easy, but in some cases it can give me error, because it will finish this line and it will try to execute this script like this. But you see now I even cannot close it, because I need to do something to close it. So unknown string format. Okay, here all errors you have is unexpected ident. You remember, as I tell you, Python, we does not use brackets to open and close function or to open and close loop or construction. We use tabulation. Everything what in tabulation it's inside of the loop. So now if I do like this, I run it, I have done each time. If I clean it here, it's not, it does not have tabulation ready, so it's outside of the loop. Now done just once after I finish. Yeah. If I have here not tabulation but space, okay, it should not work. It's strange that it's work. Or if I have two tabulation, it still work. It should not. Okay, I think TextPort fix it for myself. But if I will open in another editor and I change this to this, I run, it's have error. Right. Okay, you see an expected indent in works. So if I use other editor or if I change it here, I think it will have problem after I run it. No, it's still, but anyway, you always need to remember tabulation, this is ident. So this pretty much all errors you have here. So before print you have space or you do not have ident. So yeah, I think here that is why it does not work. Yeah, that's what I told now about. So this is ident. We need to have this space. This is how we structure our code in Python. About Jupyter Notebook. Yeah, you can have this problem. Kernel error. I think this is show when you do not choose any kernel. So if you set up Anaconda and Jupyter Notebook on your computer, I launch it now. And it's here, I can go desktop, I don't know, whatever. Get notebook. I started and okay. So now you see I can run it. So now I do not have error because I have Python here. So if you have error here, you go to the kernel and you need to change. Select the kernel or environment you have. So I have different kernels. Therefore, okay, not here. For this one, I think I need to this one. Yeah, no, not Torch. Okay, it's another one. Because you see, in my case, I have a lot of different environments for Python, right? So I need to define which one I'm gonna use. If you have error here, maybe it does not have by default, you do not choose it. Another question, you do not have here. So when you create new file, you can create the Python file, so you can directly choose environment you want to run this file for. I wanna Python 3, and after I can write again the same for E. Okay, let's do some import random, run it. define print random and define functions that's gonna print some for e in range from 0 to n, print random around int around range. And let's get the second parameter here, min and max we can put, so I can write from min to max. Okay, this is done, and now I can write print random. I want 5 random numbers from 5 to 10. Or I want 5 random numbers from -100 to 100. So now you see, but because I choose Python, so it's Python. Some of you probably will do, you create the new text file. It's just text file. Now it's just text editor. You cannot execute it. Right? I can copy it here, but it's just text now. I cannot execute it. I can choose even Python here, language. But it will just light up syntaxes, but I cannot execute it. That's why I do not have this as execute panel. So if I do it, okay, I can save it, or I need to change the name. And I close it, and now I can open it. Okay, it's still yeah, I think I need to do it as Python file, create, not as text. So this is the problem come from. What's the difference between this and this? So curve brackets, we not much it's used in the Python in general. So it's the same like in processing. It's for arrays and lists. Yeah, so this one I can use. These brackets usually we use for some construction. For example, here, if I go here, I can write. Okay, let's create another function, def new message. I can want name and email, for example. So now I can do it two-way. I can write message equals dear plus name plus be glad to send you email to email, and I will return it. So this is, you see, in Python we don't need to define that we return or not. Yeah, so this function does not return anything, it's pretty much void, but this is return. But now I can write msg equals new message Vasily dot on, and now I can do print msg. So you see, yeah, it's filled. So we can do this way, but sometimes it's not super useful, and this is way like quite old way. So now I prefer to use format because I can much more easily work with numbers and others. So I can write just like dear be glad to send you email to okay, I can try this one. So now it's just straightforward, yeah, but I can use format function, and if I use format function it will format this text and it will recognize this like the places where I need to put something. So here I can write name, so it will check, okay, I have name variables, I need to put my name variables to the first time I see it. We run it, okay. Okay, now out of range because I have two of them, so I should have two. I can write name, email, I run it, the same result, but it's quite simple. And for example, I can replace email with some number. It still works. If I use this way, previous way, it have error. Because now this is float and I try to string at float, you see? So here we have error. So that's why format is more preferable. With format, it's deal, okay, it's deal, and it will convert everything what inside of format to the text, to the string. So now it's work. And I still get my text here again if I want. So this, in this current case, we use as, it's just like placeholder, it's still okay. This part we will need to replace with this part we will need to replace with this. It will be useful in some other function, but mostly, yeah, it's always use some specific way. This one, it's always array. It always mean I have array, I have matrix, or something like this. You see here, even number, this is array, odd number, so this is. And after when we use here, we use format, so replace this and this, we need to replace with this and this. So here in the print we have not square brackets, we have these brackets here, we should have. I think here is just like not so easy to see on this video. So again, I suggest you to watch video from the Baidu Cloud. You can download also from there. It will be full resolution. You will see everything, not as blurry as this one. The same. This one I did not get the question. So a string, it's string, but string we can deal as array. So here we can tell 0, 7, 2. So it should print. Let's just try this. a string. So if I print a string, it's print whole. I can tell one. It will print the first element of array. First, it's second, yeah, because we start from 0. E. Also, it's very useful if you use like in Jupyter or Colab. When you press tab, it can after finish for you. So I can type a string. If I press tab, okay, 3, 7. Okay. So now it will print from number 3 to 7. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it print this part, right? And they have 2 here, another one. L. So it will be pretty much the same. So this print the character of string from 3 to 7, skipping one character. So it's start, stop, step. So you see, it's like it's for loop. Yeah, I can use it in arrays and in strings. So if I put it here, 1, again, it print everything. Let's print, for example, from 0 to 5. It's hello, yeah. If I print 2, it's run HLO. HLO. Step. Step 3, HL. H, skip, skip, print. So this is how it gets this result. What is it? So you can see the event description here. And open edit export to input the edit in Python directly. I show you. Do we need to download the software? TouchDesigner have Python by default in build, so you do not need. Is the patch for importing Python into TouchDesigner? This I did not get. You can import Python in TouchDesigner. For example, I can just copy it and I can go to my desktop and create new text file, test p. Okay, let's open with Sublime faster. I copy it here, I save. So if you have some Python script and you want to import it in TD, you can do it. Basically, you can the same open file, and here in file you can check file and you can choose I want to use this one, open, and I want to synchronize it. So now again, if I open this one, open with Sublime Text, so it just read from this file. So it does not have any connection with 3D or pictures, to be honest. If you're asking, can I just drop it here? Yeah, it works the same. Drop. I need just have to put synchronize if I wanna it's update the same. This side does not know what you mean. On the pattern intro, Python can be set up on web. Python intro. Uh, Let me check. 99. Ah, it's not really on the web. It's when you set up an account, you can set up Jupyter Notebook. That's what I use here. Yeah, and you can launch it. It will just open in the browser the interface to work with Python. That's all. So this is very useful with Python, with science and like machine learning. A lot of people work just this way because I can add some text here if I want. I cannot sell, but it can be just like text cell I can write. Okay, next chapter. Or blah, blah, blah. So I can put images here, description, and I can run one by one. Yeah, this is just a bit more useful. Uh, this one I did not got also. Yeah, pretty much it's the same code, but okay, processing you need to compile, you need to run. Python you do need. Syntax is a little bit different, but it's still the same like programming language with just a little bit difference in syntaxes. For collab, yeah, we need to use VPN because it's Google service. I don't know any other free online platform for this that allow you to do it, to work in the cloud for free. So yeah, you need Google service. Okay, and few more questions from the third grade. Okay, here a bit more. I will stop, I will run it another file.